Hey there friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. So today's video I am bringing you another weekly vlog. I took off last week from vlogging and I decided to pick it up again this week. It's actually the end of the day today on Monday, but still I thought I would recap the week. I'm sorry, I thought I would, total end of the day, oh my gosh. I thought I would recap today, show you what I did, and then I'll continue vlogging for the rest of this week. Again, I've been like kind of feeling, if you are all caught up, I don't really feel the need to show the same thing, like my weekly slide and everything like that. If you want to get caught up, if this is the first weekly vlog you're seeing from me, hello, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome to the 7th week of distance learning in kindergarten. Oh my gosh, dear Lord, I can't believe it's already been 7 weeks. But if you want to see what we've been doing, the general breakdown, I will link my other vlogs down below just so you can see those. I feel like it's kind of redundant. If you are all caught up, you don't really need to see it again. But yeah, I will show you again if you have any other ideas of things that you would like to see from me other than weekly vlogs. I know that they seem to be a big hit and I like filming them and everyone seems to be responding well to them. But if there is another thing that you would like to see from me, please let me know and I'll be sure to consider filming a video like that. So again, this is our 2nd week doing dojo points. They are very excited about them and this week they can cash them in and earn things on Friday. So I'm super excited for them to see what they can get, the little virtual prizes that I have set up for them. Again, they're in kindergarten, so they're pretty happy with almost anything. So at least that is on my side. We talked about our dojo points. We had new morning greetings for this week, and then we just talked about how the only way to get dojo points is by following our Zoom expectations. Another day, another Monday, we went over our expectations again, calendar, days of the week, weather. Again, you've seen all of this. Alphabet review, which is our phonemic awareness lesson, which I have been using the Heggerty phonemic awareness, so we just did that. Letter X, we are almost done. We do a letter a day and we've been in school for 2 months. So yeah, we're almost there. Break time, then we did reading groups and this was the first time doing reading groups this way. You watched either the last vlog or the vlog before that vlog. 2 vlogs ago, 1 vlog ago. I don't know. Either way, I tried out doing reading groups a certain way, and then I found out that I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to do it that way according to my district. So we tried it this way. I put them all in the waiting room while I meet with one group, tell the kids what they're supposed to do, put them into the waiting room, do small group guided reading with one group. After 15 minutes, pull them back, redistribute. Hot mess express, not gonna lie. The kids seemed to like it a lot more when I had like the 2 screen situation. Again, go watch that vlog, you can see what I was doing. So I really need to talk to my principal and see if I can do that again. Or, you know, we'll just keep practicing this week. But yeah, my cherries, my pineapples, my kiwis, and my grapes, they are differentiated by ability level in ELA, but they don't know that, they just think they're fruits. So that was really cute. Recess, math, did math, lunch. We did a movement break when we came back. Was doing a mindful moment, usually after lunch, to like settle ourselves after we come back from lunch. But sometimes we just need to get like, woo, like a go noodle, a dance party, something. We need to get pumped up for that last hour because sometimes the last hour is strenuous, tiring, exhausting, difficult. So yeah, sometimes they need a little pep in their step to get them through the last hour, so movement break. We went straight from movement break into our new sight word for the week, so our sight word is can. Of course, we watched the same video that we always do. They love Jack Hartman, very fun, very cheesy, very kindergarten. They did that, and then we read Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs because we are talking about setting this week. So far we've talked about the author, the illustrator, and characters, and this week we are talking about the setting, so where the story takes place. And the best part about kindergarten is like you get to teach them everything for the first time. So in 2nd grade, if you said, where's the setting? You know, like the lesson would probably not be the same. Like the introductory lesson would be really quick. For my kids, at least they're 5, they don't know what the setting is. So it's really fun teaching kindergarten because, you know, like everything that you tell them is like such knowledge, you know, for them. So we read Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Even though it's a movie, I was surprised by how few kids had heard of it or read it or seen the movie. So they loved it. We talked about the town of Chew and Swallow and how that is the setting. And then I had them take out their journals and they drew me a picture of their favorite food, like whatever food that they would want to fall from the sky. And then we used the sentence, I like, whatever food. I was gonna do I can, but I didn't put enough thought into it. And like the second I introduced this, I was like, ooh, I can what? I don't know. Anyways, I like, they really, really know the word like now because we use that all the time. But yeah, that was Monday. That's the end of today. This week I'm doing a distribution day. They come at the beginning of every month. So there is going to be another one on October 1st. And at some point, to be honest, I'm not totally ready for that. So I'll have to get my butt in gear and really get ready for that tomorrow, I guess. So that way I can be ready for them to come on Wednesday and Thursday. But once I have all the supplies for that, I will show you what I'm giving them for our third distribution day. But yeah, so that is the end of Monday, and stay tuned for what we do for the rest of this week. Hey there friends, happy Tuesday. So it is Tuesday afternoon right now. We just finished up our day and I thought I would pick up my camera and show you what we're doing today. I used to do the vlogs like all throughout the day, but honestly, like we're really ramping it up. It's the 7th week of kindergarten on distance learning and constantly having to pick up my camera just isn't really working for me. So I hope you don't mind the end of the day recaps, but I think that's probably just what's going to work best for me and what's going to work best for just keeping myself calm throughout the day and not having to try to do a million things at once. So I'm gonna flip you around, show you my screen, and talk about what we did today. And then we jumped into our alphabet review, and then when I review the alphabet, I use this chart, which has been working out really well. So we go over this chart and do A is for apple, B is for B, B, and then we go through the whole thing with that little chant, and they seem to be getting it. And then some kids, as you'll see, they end up doing it again later in the day. So that's what we did for our alphabet review. Next, we did our letter of the day. We are almost done with the letter of the day. We just have Z left. So there's been several days of doing this and I'm excited for it to be done. Then we had our break. They went to STEAM. They came back from STEAM and went straight into recess. And then we did our groups again. Reading groups again. Yesterday we had some problems doing it, so we had to troubleshoot that. So we didn't really get to do as best of groups as we could have done. So I feel like we've practiced the groups over the last couple weeks in different ways, but now I've kind of figured out exactly how I want to run them, exactly how I kind of have to run them according to our district and our school rules. So yeah, yesterday it was kind of crazy trying out something new yet again, and they were just really, really confused. A lot of them were logging off and then not coming back, so they missed their small group time, but we worked on it today. We only did like 8 minutes of groups just to practice like being in our groups this way and coming back. So we ended up only doing 2 full rotations, but I think slowly but surely we'll get it figured out. So we did our reading groups, and then after that we did lunch. We came back and did our mindful moment like always. Oh, I'm sorry, no, we did lunch and then came back and did a movement break, because as much as I feel like we need the mindful moments to get us like centered again, some of them are just like, they just need to get through the day. So changing it up and doing a movement break after lunch has been pretty nice because it gets us like all in an upbeat, happy attitude, so that way we can finish the day strong. And then we did something new. So we haven't done this before and I think it really worked out, so I'm excited to show you. Something new. They have all of the supplies, and I gave them another writing packet when they I gave them another writing packet when they came for our second distribution day in the beginning of September, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to incorporate it, but I'm really happy now that I figured it out. So I recorded like a fast motion of us doing this. Mine obviously isn't beautiful because I didn't take the time to add details and everything, but this was really nice. I'm super pleased with how this worked out, and the kids were really engaged. And it was nice because they really only had to write one word, and they had a word bank of like house, condo, apartment, RV, or like I don't have a home. So it was really inclusive for all students. And I just think this is a lot. It's a nice way to do writing. I think I was hitting it way too hard initially with writing because I really like it. Writing is like my favorite thing to teach, but I'm realizing that kindergarten writing is a lot different than second grade or, upper grade writing. So it was just about like me kind of figuring out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to structure it. So now we mostly do writing based off our pictures like we did last week. We did our pictures, I see, and then used our sight word for see. So I see leaves and we sounded it out, and I see pumpkins and we sounded that out. So I think using our sight word for writing, and then also doing little writing things that are interactive like this and making an interactive notebook really worked out for kindergartners. What I was asking them to do like the second and third week of school was just way too much for them. It wasn't too much for everyone, but it was too much for the majority of them. So I really had to take that down. And then the kids that are higher in their reading and writing abilities, maybe when I do my small ELA time, I can do more differentiated things with them then. Off our day reading Strictly No Elephants. I was so excited to read this. It's been on my book display, but I haven't figured out how I wanted to incorporate it yet. And it was really good because I got to incorporate it into our social studies time. So last week I introduced our social studies unit, which is essentially like making connections with others, making new friends, and we talked about how to make new friends, how to be a good friend. And one of the ways was including others and sharing. So I thought this was really good. We talked about our feelings when someone doesn't include us and how it makes us feel on the inside. And then we drew a picture of how it makes us feel on the inside when we are included. And they really liked this one, and it was just a nice way to wrap up our day. So that was the end of Tuesday. I have a couple hours of kindergarten assessments that I'm finishing up, but today is the last day. So I've been meeting with my kiddos one-on-one for like 20 or 30 minutes for the last 2 weeks and administering a early kindergarten assessment. So I have a few more of those to do today, and then I'm gonna be done, which will be great. And then I can do like a final reveal shuffling of my ELA groups and my math groups. So I'm happy that that will be like concrete, said and done, because I've realized over the last couple of weeks that I've had to move some kiddos around just based off of their abilities. So yeah, overall, good day. I'm always really tired at the end of Tuesday, but Wednesday is our asynchronous learning day, so I will get a chance to rest up then. Also, I would like to give a shout out. I'm wearing my thread tank tee that says ABCDEFG, HAJKLMNOP. If you didn't already see my last video, it was a teacher haul of a bunch of clothes and books that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks, and I featured my thread tank tees. So if you want to see the other ones that I got, please go check out that video. If you're interested in matching with me, or if you want to order from Thread Tank yourself, make sure to use Golden State 10 at checkout for 10% off your order between now and December 31st of 2020. So you have the whole rest of the year to pick something up, and you get 10% off when you use my code. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Hey there friends, happy Thursday. So I usually work from home on Wednesdays. It's our asynchronous learning day, as you all know. So I will just flip my camera around, show you what I had my kids do on Wednesday while they weren't sitting on Zoom with me, and then I'll catch you up on what I'm planning to have them do today for Thursday. Today is actually October 1st, so happy first day of October. You will notice that I have not changed my calendar yet, just teacher things. So I'll get to that eventually, who knows. So yeah, happy October 1st. I will catch you up on what we did yesterday, show you what we're doing today, and then I'll jump into this Thursday. All right, so the first thing that I had them do was this beginning letters and sounds. Tomorrow, or actually today, we are doing letter Z, so we've officially gotten through the whole alphabet doing a letter a day. So they are aware of their sounds. I've been doing assessments with them, and I've realized that even though we do a letter of the day there's a lot of kids that still don't know the sounds and can't identify the letters. So I think even though we were doing a letter of the day, I was kind of glossing over like reviewing all of the letters. So I'm definitely gonna need to go back with a lot of my friends and do that with them. I really like the slide that was already set up on Seesaw. So there's this little Seesaw hack where if you go up here, you can click add assign activity. And it's really cool. At the top, there's your library, so everything that you've assigned. There's the school and the district, so everything that people from your district have done with their kids. And then there's also this community tab. And let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, all of my activities come from the community tab. I click on kindergarten, and then you can pretty much type in anything you want. So all of the activities that I find, I did not make, I did not have to really put any effort into. I usually find them on that communities tab. Well, so thank you, Martha. It's perfect. I'll show you. It pretty much has a nice video to explain what they're supposed to do. They are supposed to use the microphone feature to record themselves saying apple or saying the picture, and then moving the clip over to where it goes. So apple, apple, and then they would move the clip over to the A, B, B, move it over to the B, and then they do one for every letter of the alphabet. So I'm really happy about this, and they did really well on that. And then after they did that, I gave them this little math, where is it? I did this little math warm-up, so just 10 frames with their pumpkins. So they had to fill in the 10 frame to match the number that was on the pumpkin, which was great practice for them. Then they did this math lesson. I recorded this math lesson, explained to them what to do on the pages. And then they just can listen to that. And then they also did this sight word activity. So they have this piece of paper, the physical piece of paper, like at their house. I gave it to them on the second distribution day. So if you want to see what else I gave them on the second distribution day, make sure that you check that out. I gave them all of these little sight word booklets. So they worked on that independently. And then that was it. Every month my kids come for another distribution day. So I have vlogs of everything that I've included. I have a vlog from my first distribution day and everything that I had and everything that I had given them for that. And then I did another distribution day on September 1st, and I'll link the vlog where I showed what I gave them for that. And then today is October 1st and they're coming today. So I will show you everything that I'm giving them for their third distribution day. It's really nice because I want my kids to not have to do everything on the screen and everything digitally, so I give them a lot of paper, pencil, packet kind of things, and we do them live together on Zoom. So a lot of extra prep, but the parents love coming, the kids love coming, I love seeing them. So yeah, I'm all about the distribution days. So they all have a sight word booklets. They did the sight word for the week, which is can. They filled that out. And then I also gave them a indoor scavenger hunt as an optional activity if they wanted to do that. But yeah, I usually keep Wednesdays super light. I don't really want them, trying to figure out how to do a bunch of stuff over the screen by themselves. And I don't want the parents to feel like they have to teach their kid the whole day, because I know that they are busy and they have stuff to do. So I like that my kids get to run around and have fun on Wednesdays, and it ends up being like a nice break in the week, so that way we can power through Thursday and Friday. Thursdays are like one of my favorite days of the week. We have the Wednesday break. I know that tomorrow is Friday, so I kind of jam pack our Thursday with lots of stuff. We also don't have science or music or any like specials, so I just see them the whole time and it's awesome. So I'm looking forward to our day. Oof. Hey everyone. So it's the end of the day. I forgot to show you my slides this morning, and I forgot to tell you what we were doing after I filmed the review from what we did on Wednesday. So yeah, I will show you it now. I did record some clips throughout the day so I can kind of show you what we did, but here we go. And as always, go over our Zoom expectations, talk about how our Zoom expectations give them dojo points. New month, which was super fun. They love seeing a blank calendar and talking about the things. So we have Indigenous Peoples Day, that's a holiday. We have 2 birthdays on the same day, and then we have Halloween. Days of the week, which they're doing so great. Pretty much every kid knows all their days of the week in order now, which is awesome because of this song. Our weather, letter Z, woohoo! We had like a little alphabet party because we finished all the letters, which was super great. Took a break, came back, did our reading groups. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this that I made. It's pretty much just like a visual schedule of everything they're doing every day. So round 1 and round 2 for all of the groups. I would show you the groups, but they have the kids' names on it. So I like grouping my kids by ability level, but also since they're at home, I don't really want their parents knowing the ability of the other kids just for confidentiality reasons. So I have the cherries, the pineapples, the kiwis, and the grapes. So it's still red, yellow, green, and purple, which are like my levels of ability. My cherries are my lowest kiddos, and my grapes are my higher kiddos that are performing either at above kindergarten level or early first grade level. So I have my groups for reading, and then I also have groups for math, which we're going to start doing next week, so that should be fun. So for our reading groups, I met with my cherries today first, and then when I did that, we just did this phonemic awareness chant. So A is for apple, a, B is for B, B, and we went through the whole thing. They do this twice a day, my lowest kids, so I can already tell that after a week or two of doing this twice a day, this is really helps them improve their letter awareness and letter sounds, which is great. They did I Ready Reading, then I saw my pineapples, so this is just reversed. They did the I Ready Reading, and then my pineapples are actually pretty good. We did our sight word activity, so I read Mr. Brown can moo, can you? And then I had them draw pictures of things that they can do. And then we did these little sentences. So it's by color, by kid, and then the initials are just their initials, so they knew which sentence was theirs. So I had them draw a picture of something that they can do. So one kid said, I can jump, I can kick, I can bake, I can climb, I can dance, and they just copied down the sentence, and then they helped me spell out the action they were doing. So that was really good. That went really well. I was super happy about them. And this was like a good little lesson for us to get done in 20 minutes between the book, writing the picture, and then doing these sentences. And my higher level kids can read pretty much independently. So I had scaffolded this by doing it as a group the day before. So on Tuesday we did it all together. We looked for the words that started with S and then underlined the, and then they drew a picture. So I recorded myself reading this one. They listened to me reading it, they read it on their own, and then they did what they had to do. So they circled the S, underlined the, and then when they were done in their second rotation, they did I Ready Math. So as a whole, it was pretty good. This was like the best we ever did for rotations. Everyone was pretty on it. The 18 to 20 minutes went by really quick. Everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that worked out, and I hope that we can just kind of like build on that. But then after we did our reading groups, that takes up a whole hour. So we did that. We went to recess, then we came back and did math, did all of math, went to lunch, came back and did a movement break like we always do, and then we started ELD. So this was interesting. This was our first time trying to do ELD, but it worked out. So for ELD, I have two groups. I have my kids that are actual ELs, and I have my kids that are not ELs, so they're English only students. I had done a mini lesson at the beginning of ELD, which was about nouns. So we watched the Brain Pop Junior video all about nouns, which was really cute. I had not shown them a Brain Pop yet, so they loved that. And then I broke them into groups. So I had my kids that are actual English learners with me. We did a little phonemic awareness lesson, and then we did a part of our booklet. And then my other kids just did a nouns sort independently on their own. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I gave them these packets. If you want to see what else is in these packets, I talked about it in that vlog on my second distribution day. So they look the same, but the inside is different. This one is for my EL students. We did a phonemic awareness lesson and then did a little thing about nouns. And then this one, this big chunky one, is for my English only students. I labeled it the wrong thing, but that's fine. And they did a sort. So sorting things if they were persons, places, or things. And that went really well. Pleasantly surprised by how well that went, because I kind of just like threw it at them. I was like, this is what you're doing. Okay, bye. Go into the waiting room and do this, and then I'll bring you back in 20 minutes. But when I brought them back, pretty much everyone had done it except for like 2 or 3 kids, which is like remarkable. So I was more than happy with that for the first time having us do it. And then that was pretty much the end of our day. This week we've been talking about setting. So I read A House for Hermit Crab, and we talked about what the setting was and how the illustrations led us to know what the setting was, which obviously it was in the ocean. And they really liked this. I thought they thought this was really cute, and it was a great way to end our day. It is 2:10, so we've been done with school for about 20 or 30 minutes. And I'm excited because tomorrow is Friday. I work from home on Fridays, and we have really easy day on Friday. So I will pick you guys up tomorrow at the end of the day, show you what we did, and then that will be it for this weekly vlog. So I also wanted to show you what I'm giving them for this month's distribution. For the most part, they have a lot of things, but I like giving them our crafts that we're going to do together each month, and then just a couple of things that I feel like we need. So I'm giving them these little counter chips. They have 10 of them. And these are going to be great because they have, 2 different colors. They have the linking cubes. I'm sure you've seen me use the linking cubes that I gave them the first week, or the first month, but those are all multicolor. So this is going to be really good for differentiating, let's do 4. Okay, add 3 more of yellow. How many do we have of one group? How many do we have of another? So that'll be really good. 10 frames. Oh my gosh, asking kindergartners to draw a 10 frame. You'd think it'd be easy, but it's not. So I had to give them all 10 frames, and now they can put their chips on their 10 frame. There's a lot of warm-ups that I've seen with cards. So I decided to print this out, and then I put the dots on it myself. So they all have these with the cards, and then we can cut them out and sort them on Zoom together, so putting them in order. And then I also got them this fall activities for building sentences, so they can cut out color the pictures, cut them out, and then glue them in the correct order, and then practice writing the sentence. So this will be really good extra practice for a lot of my kids. And there's a bunch of them. I think there's 19 of them. So this will for sure last them through October and November. What else? So these are our crafts. This one is really cute, really simple. It's counting. It's 5 little pumpkins. And I'll also read the 5 Little Pumpkins book. So we'll do that during math one week. And then we have this really cutie little pumpkin. And we have sentences. So descriptive words. My pumpkin is blank. My pumpkin is blank. And we'll be able to describe our pumpkin. And then this one I'll probably save for the end of the month because this one will be really quite the task, but I think it'll be fun. They're going to be little, candy corn. It's gonna be a little candy corn guy with long arms and long eggs. Oh my gosh, long arms and long legs. So end of the day, wow, that'll be really cute. And then finally, I just decided to bite the bullet and get them all timers. I got a pack of 12 timers because some of my kids have their own. So yeah, I have a PTA budget, and I just decided to spend some of my money on getting them all timers because this will be a good opportunity for them to start keeping time on their own, so that way I don't always have to project the timer. And I just think this will be really helpful. So currently I have put all of these in bags, and then I do have hooks outside of my classroom, so I just put them out on the hooks with their names on them, and parents have been coming by all day today, and then I'm just going to leave them there so they can come by tomorrow. I won't be there tomorrow, so I told them if you want to see me, come today, but a lot of them will probably come tomorrow as well. So that is the October distribution. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I should be giving them as well, but I didn't think about it, so here it is. Hopefully this lasts us for October, and then they'll come again on November 1st. Hey there friends, happy Friday. So it is actually the end of the day on Friday, and I usually work from home on Fridays. My kids have a bunch of specials, and then we also do Fun Friday, so there's really only 2 hours of direct instruction on Fridays anyway, and it's just a nice way for me to end my week by working from home. So we just did our whole day, we just finished up, and I wanted to show you what we did today. Like I said, there's only a couple hours of direct instruction, so we just do reading groups in the morning, and then we do math. The rest of the day they're at specials. We do Fun Friday in the afternoon, and then they go home. Cherries met with another teacher, and then they did Epic. My pineapples actually didn't do the Seesaw Activity. They ended up just doing iReady and then reading on Epic. But I do get to meet with my kiwis and my grapes on Fridays. So I had my kiwis read this book called The Playful Puppy. I kind of walked them through. We did a picture walk, talked about all the different animals that the puppy runs into. Then I read it once, and then they whisper read it, so I got to hear them reading, which was great. Then we did a little comprehension of if we could remember all the animals that the puppy runs into. So that was really cute, and they really enjoyed that. And then my grapes group is reading at about a level C. So we did this book, which is Fall Foods. Again, we did a picture walk, talked about the pictures and the food that we could see. I read it once, and then they did a whisper read, so I got to hear all of them read, and they did a really, really good job with this. I was super excited. And then the Seesaw Activity was just exactly what I did with my pineapples yesterday on Thursday. So I recorded myself reading Mr. Brown Can Moo Can You, and then they did the drawing and the short sentence with the I can blank, which is our sight word, in their black notebook. So that's what they did. My cherries just had a really easy day. They just did iReady. They just met with another teacher, and then they did Epic. So that was really good for them because they put in a lot of hard work, since I meet with them or another teacher meets with them every day the whole week. So that was good for them. I was super proud of my kiwis and my grapes. Because they're my higher kids, I really don't see them probably as much as I should, just because I know that they're already doing really well. They're already performing at like a mid kindergarten level, so I'm not super concerned about them. But yeah, reading groups went really well. They're totally getting the hang of like, go in the waiting room, don't leave, just hang out in the waiting room, do your independent task, and then I'll pull you back. So I'm looking forward to next week and just kind of like ironing out that system a little bit more. So then we did math, they went to lunch, and then after lunch we did Fun Friday. So for Fun Friday, I give them this like group of choices. They can either read on Epic again, build with Legos, and then make a video and show me, do iReady math, or they can do directed drawing, and they could also go on a field trip to the zoo. So for the directed drawing, it was really, really cute. We did just this little candy corn. I loved him. I was so excited. We did the candy corn. And then for the zoo, I had a bunch of videos from the San Diego Zoo that they could watch. So yeah, this went really well. We do this for like 25 minutes and they really enjoy this. Then we went to music. And then the last part of the day is we got to redeem our points at the dojo store. So they could either do a sharing next week, pick our Go Noodle, eat a snack with me, have a dress up day where they dress up, or do an extra directed draw one of the days. Really struggling with how to show them how many points they had and how they could redeem their points without showing like every kid how many points everyone had. But I ended up just putting them all in the waiting room. I showed them what they could get first, had them think hard about it while they were in the waiting room, and then I pulled them back one at a time, told them how many points they had, they got to choose, I wrote it down, and then they'll get to do whatever activity that they picked next week. And it was so cute. So many of them chose to eat their snack with me, like 8 of them, and I only have 18 kids. So I'm going to be a very busy lady next week eating snack with a bunch of my kids, but I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be super fun. And yeah, I think they were really jazzed about all of these things that they could use for their points. I don't know how long this will last, but they are in kindergarten, so they're pretty happy with like anything they can get, it seemed like. And I know a lot of the kids, their parents are doing it as well. So they'll not only get something from me, but they'll get something from their parents, just kind of doing that positive behavior reinforcement all across the board with me and at home. So yeah, that was it. That was our Friday. I'm really, really tired. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Distance learning is a lot. It's been 7 full weeks of kindergarten distance learning, and I'm done. Like, I'm wiped out. I'm pretty over it. I'm pretty tired. But so far we haven't really gotten any updates about if we'll go back in person. It was kind of hinted at, but hasn't really been talked about again too much in detail. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's not easy. It's hard. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but I also feel like I don't need to sit here at the end of this vlog and be like, teaching online is hard, because you guys already know that. But we're getting through it. My kids are awesome. They're trying really hard. Super, super lucky and super blessed with the parents that I have for being super understanding and kind and just patient, and making sure that their kid has everything they need to succeed. So 7 weeks of online kindergarten is no joke, but we are powering through, my friends. So thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. It really means a lot to me that you are so invested in watching what I do with my kindergartners, and I hope I'm able to help out some of you in one way or another. If you haven't already, please hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below. As always, I'm looking for other video ideas other than vlogs. As much as I love them, I would love to film other content, but I'm just not sure what that would be. So let me know what you want to see. Shameless plug, follow me on Instagram. It's just Golden State Educate. I've been pretty quiet over the last couple of weeks, like I said, just because I'm super tired. But I am going to be trying to do a lot more in October because I have some big plans for my kindergarten kiddos during the month of October. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.